Classify variance is technology software for a specific operational decision. Classifies process instances into variants or main paths based on event logs. This video explains what the tool does, why the workflow matters, and how the output becomes useful decision evidence. At quarantadue.ai, every MCP workflow starts from the real tool interface, not from a generic prompt. The goal is simple. Keep the expert in control while the system structures the evidence. Inputs, reasoning, and outputs stay connected in one reviewable flow. Now the results become easier to compare, easier to review, and easier to explain. The problem is that technology teams often manage this workflow with scattered inputs, inconsistent review rules, and manual interpretation. Classify variance narrows that process into a repeatable model so teams can compare cases without rebuilding the logic each time. Classify variance starts with a defined input contract. Typical inputs include event log, CSV format, similarity threshold, minimum variant size, classification method, and calculate complexity metrics. Keeping these fields explicit reduces ambiguity and makes every run easier to audit. The workflow then applies count the number of distinct process variants identified in the event log based on the selected classification method and similarity threshold. Determine how many variants qualify as main paths by having at least the minimum variant size of cases. Calculate a process complexity score from 0 to 100, where 0 indicates a simple process with one dominant variant and 100 indicates high complexity with many equally frequent variants. Calculate the percentage of total cases that are covered by the main path's variants meeting the minimum size requirement, and determine the frequency percentage of the most common variant in the process. This keeps the process deterministic, reviewable, and aligned with how technology teams actually make decisions. Classify variance returns structured outputs such as distinct variants, process complexity, main path coverage, dominant variant, and variant frequency distribution. These outputs are designed to support review, reporting, comparison, and follow-up actions. The value of classify variance is not just automation, it is a controlled way to turn repeated technology work into a documented business process with clear inputs, transparent logic, and reusable outputs.